Welcome to Tender Heart. Money can be a tricky thing, though it makes our lives easier by providing for everything that we want. It also has the power to make us lazy, entitled, and snobbish. And honestly, those are not a good thing to be. This is what happened with Anita, the daughter of two rich parents, who thought of poverty as being inferior. But what happened when she humiliated a waiter will leave you shocked. Before we continue this story, if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you get updated every time we post new videos. With that said, let's dive right into it. Maria and Anita were two best friends from Spain who studied at the same university and were both beautiful and young. But the one thing that made them different was their financial standing. Anita was extremely rich because of her parents' huge wealth from being the owners of the largest business in the city, while Maria came from a humble background. This made Maria very determined to study and improve her life. So she entered the prestigious university by passing a huge competition upon admission. On the other hand, Anita's admission was paid for by her parents. Despite the difference in financial situations, the girls were very close and used to hang out together all the time after classes. One of their favorite places to go was a nearby cafe where they could have a couple of refreshing cocktails. But there was a slight awkwardness in their friendship, as Anita, the daughter of wealthy parents, always looked at her friend with slight condescension because she was poor. One day, the two girls were sitting in the cafe talking. Maria asked her friend why she did not enjoy her studies at all. Anita told her that studying is for the poor, and she did not need it because her parents were rich, and so her life was already taken care of. Suddenly, the waiter came up to take their order. Anita ordered him to bring a lemon cocktail, but not before throwing out a taunt at him about his position as a mere waiter. Only after a few minutes had passed, Anita again called the young man over. She was indignant and very rude. She yelled, "Hey, do you think we have time to wait for the order all day? Look, Maria, he is reading something instead of working. I told you that education is for the poor." The waiter immediately apologized and replied that he was a little late because there were many orders and the ice had not been prepared yet. Anita was angry beyond belief. She got up and rushed to the exit, taking a frightened Maria with her. But before leaving, she did not forget to shout at the waiter and ask him to pay for the bill himself. Maria felt bad for him, but could not help him at the time. They did not talk about this incident again. Both got out of the university and life moved on. 10 years passed, and in the meantime, Maria got married and together with her husband, built a successful business through hard work and dedication. Anita, on the other hand, inherited the financial empire of her parents and soon dropped out of the university to live off the money she had. She did everything from expensive trips to buying designer clothes, cars, and wasting the money on luxuries. Both friends drifted apart and lost touch. But tragedy hit and both of Anita's parents died in a car crash. If the grief wasn't enough, Anita also lost most of her money and was left without family, education, or wealth. The only reason of happiness and the only one person whom she loved in her life was her son. But that didn't last very long. One day her son was taken to the hospital, and she got to know that he needed an urgent operation. Anita thought with horror that she would not be able to find the entire amount of money right away. The woman was thinking about the possibility of borrowing money. But her friends were only good for wasting their parents' money for pleasures, not having their own. And suddenly she remembered Maria. She called her up hesitantly and told her everything. Maria replied that she would help her, but currently all her money was invested in her business. Anita was dejected. Next morning, she went to the hospital again. The nurse who came to meet her smiled and said that the boy had a successful operation and handed Anita the bill. But what shocked her was that it said €5 were due. Anita was confused when suddenly the doctor entered the room and he demanded payment of the bill. He said, "The operation was done free of charge, but you've owed me €5 for the past 10 years for a lemon cocktail." Anita was not sure what he was saying, but then she remembered that day at the cafe. She recalled her words, which she had said to the waiter 10 years ago, and she was ashamed of herself. Finally, she took out €5 and gave the money to the doctor and left the room. Before she left, the doctor said, "Yes, you are right. Education is for the poor, but ignorance is for those who put their money above everything else and rely only on their wealth." This story inspired people to not put money above everything else, because it can vanish any second. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe and like the video too. I will see you in the next video with more exciting topics. See ya!